more about the couple that killed 14 people in San Bernardino, California last week. Law enforcement sources tell NBC News that Saeed Farouk may have discussed an attack as early as 3 years ago. Officials believe Farouk and his wife, Tashfeen Malik, spent at least a year preparing for their terror attack, practicing at a local firing range and making financial plans for their family following their deaths. Enrique Marquez, the man who several years ago bought two of the firearms used in the attack, also being questioned by authorities. NBC News has learned Marquez is a distant relative of Farouk by marriage, and the son of an imam at the Islamic Center of Riverside tells NBC News that Marquez converted to Islam 3 or 4 years ago. Marquez has not been named as a suspect. More than 300 officers responded to the San Bernardino shooting, and last night about 24 of them shared their stories. During evacuations, one officer, Detective Jorge Lozano, could be heard telling survivors, "I'll take a bullet before you do."
Thank you. Thank you. Try to relax. Everyone try to relax. I'll take a bullet before you do. That's for damn sure. Just be cool, okay?
I meant what I said. I said it's for them just to kind of calm down and relax, that we were going to do everything we can to get them out of that building safely. It's nothing short of what any other person in law enforcement would do. Don't feel like a hero whatsoever. Anyone behind me or any one of the people, 300 people that were there, would have said the same thing. That's our job, to put ourselves in the line of danger to protect the community.
Really, like 9/11, days like this show heroes and make us appreciate men and women in uniform so much. You know, Mika was telling me when she heard that video the first time, she teared up because she went back to September 11th, thought about the firemen walking up those stairs, knowing they were going to their deaths while everybody was walking down. They were willing to take the bullet. And same there.
People ought to go online and listen to some of these accounts. They posted them at the county sheriff's office last night, and they talk about walking into chaos. They didn't know what they were going to see. The sprinklers had gone off. There was water everywhere. There was smoke. The alarms were going off. And they talked about the difficult decision of having to walk past people who were wounded on the ground because they had to find the shooter before they did everything else.
And in the wake of Chicago and Freddie Gray and Baltimore, I mean, people ought to look at these things that you just mentioned, go on and see them, because this is what 99% of police officers do every single day.
They do. They commit their lives to the people they serve. They risk their lives and know that every morning they leave their children and their wives or their husbands. They may not come